G'day, my name's Chris, welcome back to the shed. Time for Flat Tank Friday again. Bit of an update from where I've been, and I think the last video you saw me in, I was trying a nickel plate. It's about 2 weeks since then, and I'm still trying a nickel plate. So, to bring you up to speed, the first couple of attempts I had were abject failures. The solution, the electrolytic solution, was not strong enough. And so it took forever to get any sort of vaguely nickel solution on it. So I brought it down into a 2 litre bucket and strengthened up the solution, and it worked pretty well. In fact, it worked so well it started to make little rises on it. So buffed the first one off, sanded them all back, polished them again. Buffed the second one off, sanded them all back, polished them again. Yesterday I had a bit more of a go. Back into the 28 litres of vinegar, and with some new nickel anodes that I bought from Jane Plating in New South Wales. And I actually got a pretty good finish. And the nickel around the side of the fuel caps is good, but on top it buffed through when I went to give them a polish. So I've buffed these right back, and I'm going to have another go, either later this afternoon or maybe next week to get those. I feel like I'm getting really close. I feel like I'm actually making progress, and the Jane Plating kit, or parts of the kit that I bought, seem to have made a huge difference. So that's been really good. News of the week though was that the Douglas went to the Engine Whisperer's place. Went there on Wednesday. Should say it's not Friday today, it's Sunday. So the Engine Whisperer took my Douglas on Wednesday and then rang me yesterday, and I went round and he fired it up. It just idled a bit hard yesterday, and he wasn't happy with it. The slide for the fuel was not quite bottoming him out in the bottom of the carby, and so I've got a little bit of video of it running yesterday, and then I've actually ridden it, and it's a bit of a treat. So I've also got some video of it running on the stand when I brought it home. I fired it up in the driveway. About 4 or 5 scoots down the driveway, and popped the decompression lever, and it fired up. Popped it back into neutral, and it idled on the stand. It's idling a little bit high in the video because it was warming up. Once it warms up, you can knock it right down, and it ticks over nicely. Really pleased. The Engine Whisperer has done a fantastic job, and it didn't cost a lot, I didn't think, in the scale of things. So he put some gaskets in the carby, and he sealed the inlet manifold, and he made a new needle and seat for the carby because the old ones were shot to shit. He messed with the timing, he messed with the decompression lever, he messed with the cables and the lengths of them, and did a lot of work. All in all, about a day's work in it, he thought. But it's made it eminently rideable. I rode it down the street and then stalled it as I went to turn around. I got off, I reckon I pushed it for 2 steps, dropped the lever and it fired, and I jumped back on and rode it home. Only went 100 yards, but it's really good, so I'm really excited. Enjoy those 2 short videos.
Yeah, we've got her in gear.
I'll catch as you come past.
We'll give her a bit of oil. I'm giving it extra oil. Can't hurt, can it?
that's it for Flat Tank Friday. I hope people enjoy the Douglas. I've got lots of little fettling jobs to do to make it look a little bit better. I need to resolve the fuel tap when it's closed, or looks like when it's closed, it's open, and when it's open, it's closed, or it looks like that. It turns the wrong way or something, it's not quite right. And inside the fuel tank is really filthy, and it blocks up the filter on the fuel line really fast, so I need to flush out the tank. I have a bit of nickel plating to do, and a bit of tidying up to do. But I'm going to pop her on a club permit and enjoy her for a little bit, ride her a few times and sort out any little foibles that she might have, and then try and tidy her up a bit more and do a bit better job. I hope you've enjoyed the Douglas journey. That's it, I suppose, for now. I'll bring you along for more things I do with it. It's been a treat. It's about 6 months longer than I thought it would take, but hey, that's how flat tank bikes work. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers.